good evening. Hope everybody is having a fantastic Tuesday. I'm ready now. Hey, Insta Poppy, how are you? Hey, Josh. Hey, Tony. Hey, Christopher. Hey, Thomas. Hey, Anna, how are you? Hey, Nico. I hope everybody is having a. I was off today. I always take Tuesdays off, so I had a nice, relaxing family day. It was a good day. Hey, Bud Soda, how are you? Yeah, sorry, Driven Dad. No, it's not zero sugar today. Actually, ever. Good for you. Down 12 pounds? That's awesome. Good for you. I'm telling you, a lot of people love that keto diet. And I'm trying to remember, there's a couple people on keto diets that like literally swear by it. Hey, Kelly, how are you? Hey, Lisa. Steve, how are you? So, Bud Soda, you're finally getting knock around car. Oh, good for you. So you're not gonna spend like $100 on gas anymore. So good for you. Do you know what kind of car you're getting, Bud? I'm just curious. Have you started looking around, shopping around? Oh, 05 Honda Accord, 5-speed. Okay, good for you. You already have it in mind. Good for you. Yeah, Driven Dad, that is so true. My belief is that you have to make or lifestyle change so you can make it yourself. And yeah, I completely agree. Eating healthy is definitely a way of life. It's something I've learned these past two years. Has it been 2 years? Actually, it's barely been a year and a half since my husband had his surgery, and we started eating healthy during the pandemic, and then he went through his surgery, and it's been full speed ahead. We're heart healthy and heart conscious around here, minus my Dr. Pepper. I swear it's like my only vice in life, but for the most part, healthy, staying fit, staying healthy. And I got my muscle workouts this week, which I'll go into a little later. Oh no, Nico, you're in a thunderstorm. We're supposed to get like here, like really bad, like rain tomorrow and in the following day. So, oh, lots of rain coming our way. So I hope the thunderstorm goes by really quickly. Okay, so hi guys, welcome to another Tuesday. If you are new here, I am here every Tuesday at 8 p.m. with you guys, and we chat about multi apping and we have a lot of fun. And, one of you guys, I can't remember, so forgive me if I can't remember who it is, made the suggestion of Kim's Kindness Corner. So that's what I'm going to name. I was looking for a name for the longest time for Tuesday. So I'm like, you know what? That's going to be our new Tuesday's name for um, our Tuesday lives, because you know what, kindness is always free. With that being said, I really live it, breathe it, and thank you, got everyone who has visited my new shop. I was really excited to launch it last week, so thank you everyone who stopped by and saw the new merchandise. And it was definitely a good week. So, with that being said, also, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Also, everybody, before you leave here today and you love talking about multi-apping and love being here with me here on Tuesdays, don't forget to give this live a thumbs up. Oh, thanks, Thomas. Nice name for Tuesday. I feel like it was upbeat. It was fun. It kind of stands for what I believe in and what the channel is about. So, you know what? That's what I went with. There's more to come around kindness, which it'll be. I have like a whole plan in the next couple weeks that I'm going to keep rolling out a couple things here or there. So stay tuned and find out what more things are actually to come. So with that being said, I like to start my lives with spotlighting or talking about, and I try to get back to other creators out there. And I said 3 creators last week, and I'm going to talk about one creator this week. He's in here a couple, sometimes here or there, but if you guys haven't checked it out, once again, guys, I promise I will get to other people's channels. It's not meant to, you know, please forgive me if I don't mention your name. It's to come if I didn't mention your name. No harsh feelings, please. I'm just literally going by creators that I watch, and eventually, if you are in the mix, you will be spotlighted in my creators that I watch as well. But and once again, you know what? Go check them out. Make your opinions. If you love them, subscribe. If you don't, keep on moving. But this week it is Gig Cleveland. So if you guys haven't checked it out, once again, once I am done with this live, I will pin it to the comment section, and I'll also put it in the description as well. Gig Cleveland is out of Cleveland, hence the name, but a really smart, intelligent, multi-apper who goes out there every single day. Thanks, Bud Soda. But he goes out there every single day. He is a hustler. Oh, Pedro, how are you, my friend? You are the best. Keep spreading the kindness. Thank you. Um, so he goes out there every single day. He multi-apps. He has really great ideas, really amazing content, super smart. So if you get a chance, go check out Gig Cleveland's channel. I really enjoy his content. So with that being said, so now I am, hey, Miss Gig, how are you? Oh, you're working on a DoorDash order? Oh, go do that DoorDash hour. Believe me, I'm never here to stop anybody's money from making money, but thank you for being here. Yeah, go make your money. Everybody just go make your money. So I can't wait to talk to you guys about my multi-apping week. I feel like I have so much to talk to you guys about. Thank you, Pedro. I really appreciate you being here. Um, So Driven Dad, Get Cleveland, and I are running to one. You guys are running to 1K. You know what? Go for it, guys. 1K is like that milestone, and I know how hard it is and how much work it takes to get there. So don't stop. Don't be, don't be, I should say, be relentless, and, keep on going and keep putting out content. And you know what? I'm here to support you guys in any way I possibly can. Um, so, okay, my week. I can't wait to talk to you guys about my week. So, we'll talk about the biggest thing that has happened to me this week. So, it started off with getting on to point pickup this week, and I was so excited to get on to point pickup because it was something new. And I'm a firm believer of, if the app is out there, sign up for it. Put as many apps into your mix as you possibly can. You might not use them every single day, but you never know if you're going to turn it on and it's going to give you a really good order that you can actually put into your mix. Hey, Jaywalk, how are you? I hope you're feeling better, my friend. So I added point pickup, and I did my first point pickup, and I was so super surprised how easy it was to go into my Acme. They had the order ready, and I was literally out the door. Yeah, Miss Gig, I'm gonna go into Spark in a little bit. And I was out the door literally. I guess I probably got one of the easiest point pickup orders there probably is. But I literally drove around the corner to the senior complex. I will say I would have been in a lot more trouble if there wasn't very detailed notes. And they said to go to the office and grab a cart because this person was on the fourth floor and she had like a case of water. So I probably would have been in a lot of deep trouble because I wasn't planning on doing any of these food delivery apps this week. Hey Lisa, how are you? But thank God, like she had very detailed notes. Go to the office. There's a cart waiting for you, and the only thing is, God bless her soul. I swear to God, she was the sweetest lady ever. But she let me into her building. She's the one who let me in, and I got upstairs and. They tell you to call the customer to let them know, or I don't know, there's instructions to call the customer. Don't know, I haven't done this long enough. Um, so I called and say, "Hey, your groceries are outside your door." And she goes, "You have to be let in." I'm like, "Oh, no, no. Your groceries are literally right outside your door." Like she really, she didn't remember letting me in. And then she had to open her door to believe that I actually put the groceries like outside of her door. So sweetest lady ever. But yeah, that was my point pickup. It was, like I said, really super easy process. So the next day, I got an so first of all, rewind. I feel like I've been on wait lists for a lot of these apps for a while, and I've always wanted to do Walmart Spark. And I've had several conversations with a lot of you guys, especially Lisa, that Spark is amazing. You have to get on. I'm like, it's not available in my area. I wish it was. And you guys are saying how amazing it was. And then I got an email. Um, and they said it's available in your area. I think I like literally jumped up and down. I felt like I was like my daughter, 5 years old, getting excited for Christmas over a box. Like I was so excited to finally get onto Walmart Spark. The process was easy. The sign up was easy. My background check came within 24 hours. It was, and I was ready to go. And I think I did my first one on Friday. And yes, I will say this. There are tons of incentives for your first like 4 days working for Walmart Spark. And I had some really good days, and I've had some not so good experiences with Walmart this past week. But overall, between the incentives and if you're new to my channel, you might not know this, but whenever I get a new app, I like to dive like literally like head into an app and really get to know an app so that way I can know how it works into my mix. And that's exactly what I did with Walmart. And I wasn't naive to know that. I'm like, okay, every app, no matter whether it's DoorDash, Uber Eats, Instacart, like they all at some point have, like, I call it the honeymoon phase. Like they all like seem like fantastic and wonderful, and you're waiting for that. Okay, what's good? Like something's gonna happen at some point. Like, but I feel like every single one of them, you go through like a honeymoon stage where like you're like, okay, this is the best app ever, and it really was really good for my first couple of days, and then I started to really see. And I'm not saying, oh, thank you, Thomas. Kim, you showed the chill. Thank you. But I started to see how things were working, and I purposely took, well, not every order, because there were like maybe like maybe two orders that I didn't take, but I purposely was taking a lot of orders because I really wanted to see, the general merchandising side. I did one of those deliveries. I think 9 deliveries was the biggest one that I've done. I took longer miles because I wanted to see how far out they went. I've done grocery orders. Like I really was. Yeah, my honeymoon is completely. I don't want to say it's completely over because I don't. I still feel like it's going to be a really good mix into my into my multi-apping. I just ran into some hiccups, and I think that's what I called them in my video. But I ran into some hiccups, but I really dove into really getting to know it, because also I wanted to talk to you guys about it as best as I can and give you the real behind what is, what's great about it, what's not so great about it. and I really wanted to, get a really good grasp on it. And what I learned, and another thing in between doing this, I wanted to multi app with it too. So, like, I feel like my first day was learning the app itself, and then like I kind of went full speed ahead. I'm like, okay, now that I have Spark, how do I work DoorDash into it? How do I no, Lisa, I haven't gotten any shopping orders yet. Like, I'm dying to actually get one because you said they're wonderful. Tony, you said they're wonderful. I'm trying to remember a whole bunch of other people. You guys said that they were wonderful shopping orders, but I haven't gotten one yet. So, hey, Monica, how are you? Hi, Irene, how are you? A couple people, more people have joined. Hey, Deb, how are you? Um, but yeah, no, I haven't done a shopping order yet. So the rest of like the next couple of days, I'm like I wanted to know how multi-apping and how Spark was going to fit into my food delivery and multi-apping role because food delivery is still my bread and butter. But how do you incorporate kind of everything together? And that's exactly what I did. So that's kind of what my week kind of looked like. And when it was good, I mean, orders were really good, but I had, and part of the one, I'll say some of it was a little bit my fault because it was my first time picking up from a general merchandise. Is that what you call them? General merchandise orders? Is that what it's called? I think that's what it's called. Um, I followed the instructions because I'm a new driver. What do? You follow the instructions on your phone and they tell you to go to a parking spot for pickup. And I'm like, where your groceries are. So I'm like, okay, following instructions. So I was smart enough not to wait for a long period of time. I think I waited like 2 minutes and I'm like, you know what? Okay, thanks, Nico. GM is general merchandise. That's what we're going to call it. So I called because I'm like, I'm not going to be sitting here waiting if I'm in the wrong spot. So the people in the back were like, oh, sorry, no, it's not back here. It actually says it in, I guess, their scanners, their handheld scanners. It's in the front of the store. So I'm like, okay, go to the front store, found a parking spot, and go inside. And I was the only one there at that point. So I'm like, oh, I'm the only one here. This shouldn't be that bad. And the manager was there and he said, hi. And the reason why I know is because he says, hi, so and so, the manager, how can I help you? And I said, hi, I'm here for a Walmart Spark order. I'm picking it up today. And he's like, what's Walmart Spark? And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm here for a delivery. We'll go with that. And I showed him he asked for my name. I showed him my orders and he pulled up my name and he's just like, this is grocery. This isn't here. This is in the back. And I said, I was just in the back and they told me it was up front. And he's like, nope, it's in the back. I know, I'm the manager. I'm like, okay, you're the manager. So I guess I'll listen to what you're saying. So before I even moved my car, because I'm like, I'm not going to keep going back and forth between the front and the back of the store. So I called the back again. I said, hi. I said, it's me again, the pain in the butt. They told me it's back there. Can you just verify before I drive my car around that it's back there? And she goes, it's not back here. It actually says in our gun, it's up front. So I don't understand why they're telling you it's in the back. So I said, can you stay on the phone with me so maybe you guys can like chat it out so we can figure out where my order is? So I walked in, and at this time, there's like four more DoorDash people, and they're all like rumbling, like, oh, this is taking forever. I'm like, oh, guys, I know your pain. I feel your pain. I do DoorDash too. And then I didn't want them to think like I was cutting like all four people. So then I had to explain, I'm sorry, guys, I was just here, and they told me not to be here. Oh, thank you, Thomas Kim. You're spark to spark. Thank you. I really appreciate it. That's really funny. Um, so yeah, so I finally got the manager again. He's like, listen, it's not back there. He's like, hold on. And with that, two more people, come and now they're like helping the other people. And finally a girl came. It's just like, what's your deal? I'm like, okay, well, here's my spiel. And she goes, "Oh no, it's right in that closet over there. I don't know why they told you to go to the back." So I'm like, "Can someone just get me my order, please?" So she pulled my order for me, and 55 minutes later, I was out the door. Yeah, I guess where I'm so used to, um, "Hey, Nazaria, how are you? Thank you so much for watching." Um, so yeah, that was my first hiccup, but I got them delivered, and it was a good order. It was like, what was it, $39, $40 order. So I'm like, I'm not gonna give up like $40. Like, that's a lot of money. But I guess I'm so used to, like, I guess that's like the adjustment period of, um, I guess, food delivery to, grocery delivery is, I guess, learning that piece of it. Cause, like, I guess food delivery, you're like, okay, we gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go. And they weren't, I gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta go. And I'm like, come on, come on. So, anyway, got that delivered. My other instances this week were, a lot of I went back, and this is actually kind of funny. That same night, it was late at night. I'm like, okay, they probably have their act together at this point. It's further in the night. And so I went to go do a grocery pickup. And the manager, like, this kid, and I'm going to call him a kid, and I'm sorry, I'm not meaning to offend, but he couldn't be more than like 19 years old. He comes out and he starts to load my car, and then God, I always double check everything. So he didn't even close the trunk yet, and I looked, and I'm like, oh, this isn't my order. um yeah. So he's just like, this is my first day, and this is what my manager told me to bring out to you. And I said, I'm sorry, this isn't my order. And it was just the one order. It wasn't even the two orders. I said, I actually have two orders. And I gave him the two names. He's like, okay, I'll be back. He takes the groceries out of my trunk and brings it back inside. I wait like 10 more minutes. He comes like back out, and he has like two carts. I'm like, this can't be right because it's like two orders. Hey, Claire, how are you? And I look at the label, and I'm like, this isn't my order either. Oh, and he's just like, I'm like, I am so sorry, but this isn't my order either. He's like, what are your names again? He's like, I swear this is my first day. I'm just being told what to do. So he took actually a picture of my phone. Um, oh, yeah. So he goes back to his manager. This time the manager comes out, and it ends up being the manager that I dealt with in the front of the store. And I'm like, this manager is probably thinking I am the biggest, you know what, on like the face of the earth. And here I'm trying to be so super nice. I'm like, hi, it's the pain in the butt again. I'm back. Yeah. So then he tells me, he's just like, this isn't even picked yet. So I don't know what else to tell you. It's not getting picked tonight. It won't get picked. I have no staff. So you're going to have to call and cancel. And maybe I just don't know about, enough about Walmart Spark enough. But I'm like, in the back of my head, I'm thinking, aren't you the one who's supposed to cancel the order if you're not fulfilling it? But whatever. So I called support, and yeah, they said it went against my drop rate. They were very specific about that, but I haven't seen it hit my drop rate yet. So, and then yes, the next day, you guys were all saying you get $2.50. I'm like, I did not get $2.50, and it actually ended up showing up the next day. So that was that, and then you'll 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 see the video. I'm gonna be releasing a video after we're done with the live tonight, but I had another hiccup yesterday too. So I just think, like, I think it's brand like literally brand new to my Walmart, and I think that's a lot of the problem and a lot of issues. And um yeah, I guess I come from an omni world because I used to be in retail, so I kind of understand that aspect of it. And I know from working omni in my past life that, or I should say online pickup, if you guys don't know what omni is, that like you're good for the beginning of the day, and as the day goes on more and more orders come in, and then you don't have the staffing to get the orders out, and then you run into that problem. And I feel like that's exactly what it was like. And I'm pretty sure they had call outs. I'm pretty sure that it's probably everything that possibly could have happened to them probably happened to them in the past 2 days, but um, it didn't make my life any easier because I was missing some really good orders and some really good money out of doing it. But this is kind of what I learned. This is what I learned this week, and I'm going to share with you guys. I learned a couple of things. Is don't like multi-apping is so super important, and the reason why I say that is because once I learned the whole Spark and the system and how to work the app and how it works in the area, I literally, hey George, how are you? I literally turned on everything. I turned on point pickup, I turned on Spark, I turned on DoorDash, I turned on Grubhub, I turned on Uber Eats, and literally it was, hi Facts with Robert Reese, how are you? I literally was taking the best orders. And I think what I learned from all this, and I will say this too, and you guys are going to be proud, even though I didn't take one. I turned on Instacart this week because I'm like, you know what? If I'm going to go all out, I'm going to go out big. And I turned on Instacart this week because I had all intentions. I'm like, you know what? If I'm doing all of this stuff and you know what? I might as well throw Instacart into the mix too. I will say with this is I didn't see an Instacart batch that was good enough for me to take, at least according to my standards. Like I was getting some really, really, really wacky orders coming in. I was getting like $89. I know, right? I'm telling you, I didn't do it. Right here, Rodeo, Steve. I swear to God, I didn't do it, but I was game to try it if a good order came in. There was just some wacky orders going out there. It was like a double batch for like 89 items, and it was going like 15 miles, and it was like $19. I'm like, oh no, no. I'm like, no. But I'm not afraid to do it. So you might see it from me at some point soon. You have point pickup, but I'm in New York, so I have to travel to New Jersey. Oh, interesting. You have to pay some tolls to do some point pickup. So hopefully those point pickups are worth you coming into New Jersey to do. I know Thomas, Kim doing Instacart. I know it was a big deal, but I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna throw literally everything on, and oh, Vetsoda, you might need to check your card to see if it's expired or not. Oh, okay. I will check that out. Is there expiration date on the card? Because I learned a couple months ago that DoorDash red cards have expiration dates on them too on the back. I had absolutely no idea that red cards had expiration dates on them. I learned something new when I actually called support, and they're like, "Is your card expired?" I'm like, "I don't know. How do you check?" But I will check if it's on the card. I'll check. If not, I'll call. But good idea, because I do also, when I signed up for Instacart like 2 years ago, I had it put in my Apple wallet in my phone, so I do have it there too. So, but anyway, I couldn't find an Instacart order, bottom line, that I was willing to really take. Um, Hey Kim, it's Alicia from Texas. Hi, Alicia from Texas. I really appreciate you and your willingness to share how you multi-app. I've learned so much from you. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And welcome. Welcome to Tuesdays. Um, so so going back to multi-apping, I literally threw all the apps on, and whatever the best order was coming in, that was what I was taking. And by adding point pickup to my mix, adding Spark to my mix, it really helped me understand the opportunities that were out there. And this was the best thing that I've actually come across is my week got shorter. I actually took, well, I'll say a day and a half off. I took Tuesday off, and then I only worked a half a day on Wednesday. But I was home by 9 o'clock every single night because my earnings that I was generating from all these platforms have really helped my earnings. And once again, guys, because I've heard it before, this isn't me bragging about my earnings, but I'm just talking about the earning potential that is out there. And I feel like I'm just so passionate about it because, like, I feel like I'm living it and I'm breathing it. And, if you're not multi apping, make your own choices, make your own decisions. But it has really helped me increase my earnings this week. And, you know, with Walmart Spark and them working out their kinks with whatever's going on with Walmart, I learned also, not that I would have done this, but not rely just on one app because one app can fail. I mean, yesterday, I don't know whether it happened to you guys, but DoorDash glitched for me in the middle of the afternoon. It completely kicked me off, and then I couldn't get back on. And then last night, Uber Eats kicked me off, and then an error message came up for them. I'm like, what is going on with these apps today? But, you know, I I really truly believe that, the more the merrier, the more opportunities, the more money, and the more streams of revenue you have coming in. So if you can, you know what, do what you need to do to make your money, I guess is the moral of my story. Don't put your eggs all in one basket and like keep on going. And, with that Walmart Spark order, um, you know, it stinks that it happened, but I'm like, you know what? As soon as it happened, Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub, everything else went back on, and I kept on going, and I wasn't gonna let it affect my hustle, and I didn't let it affect my earnings for the day as well. So that was kind of my lessons to be learned from this week. So Nazario, you had an Uber Connect today for three trips, $75, 2 hours, 15 minutes. Good for you. Congratulations. That's some pretty awesome stuff there. No, Thomas, thank you. Kim's been a true multi-apper go girl. Thank you. I feel like now I really, not to say I wasn't, so I will say this. I was a multi-apper in the food delivery before. Like and I still go at it hard every single day. Yeah, Mr. Eclectic. I am on the wait list for Flex, which I'll go into in a little bit as well. But, um, you know, what was I going to say? I forget what I was going to say. Oh, I was a food delivery person for so long, and that's how I started. And I feel like as a kind of like anything in life, and I'll be philosophical for like a half a second, anything in life, you keep evolving, whether it's your personal life, whether it is gig work, whether it is YouTube related, like you keep on evolving to be the better version of yourself. And I feel like this week, adding grocery delivery into my mix. I'm not afraid to now do, grocery shopping. I just feel like it's evolving my way of thinking and evolving my way of earnings. And then in turn it's evolving into you guys having new content and seeing what I do every single day. Because as you guys know, you guys come along with me. Wow, Mr. Clickduck, I did Uber Eats and lived in my car for several months. Wow. Hopefully, Uber Eats was good for you. That's a pretty amazing story. So Claire, you said I am on the wait list for Instacart and Spark. I will have to check out Point Pickup. Hey, check it out. I did the one because it was actually decent, low miles. There really hasn't. I mean, there have been orders that come in. They get grabbed very quickly. Um, that's what I will say. Like, I feel like as soon as like they come on, they like if you're not quick, they get grabbed really easily unless it's an order that no one really wants to work with. But um, a lot of them, which I kind of have to figure out in my multi-apping way, a lot of them are for an hour later, 2 hours later in the afternoon, and they're putting them out. So it really is to me trying to figure out how to make point pickup work. But once again, super easy process to me, good money for the miles. So go check it out. I mean, I'm really glad that I actually added it to my mix this week. Yeah, I am on the list for Amazon Flex. So we'll talk about Amazon Flex. So they're just built literally right across the street from my Walmart. They built a new Amazon warehouse and it's not open yet. So I signed up for Amazon Flex, God, probably like 6 months ago now, because I was willing to go to the next warehouse away from me, which is 20 minutes away from me. So I was even willing to do that. And there's a wait list. So I got put on the wait list. I'm hoping that once the warehouse opens, since I'm in close proximity, that yeah, that I can get off the Flex waiting list, because I hear wonderful things about it, and I know some of you guys do Amazon Flex and actually like doing it. So yeah, I would be really excited to get on to put it into my mix too. The more merrier. I'll put it into my mix too. Put it into my repertoire of apps that I use. Naziria, this is actually true. My big headache every day is what app I should turn on. We are blessed with really having these platforms to make money, and I just be overwhelmed because I have about 10 apps on a minimum. I'm telling you, turn everything on. Turn everything on. And I will say this, guys, and thank you. I'm going to say a big thank you to Rideshare Rodeo Steve for challenging gig tubers this week to make safety shorts. So if you haven't gone, check it out. He challenged a lot of us. So one of my things was, don't look at your phone and drive at the same time. If you're getting orders, pull over and look at the orders. Don't look at them while driving. But you know, I really believe, I turn them all on. Just make sure you're safe when you're doing it and looking at the orders. There was one point during the weekend that Grubhub was going off, Uber Eats was going off, Instacart, like everything was going off at the same time. And I'm like, but it's a good problem to have all these orders coming in. Good problem to have, right? You have all these options, but there's a lot of quick thinking and quick decision making that you have to do. And it's like, nope, 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 nope. And then until you finally settle on one. And I think that's where the opportunity has come from, is the more opportunities the merrier, and the more money and the more potential you have to be making as a gig worker. Also, with that being said, I don't know whether this has been happening in your areas as well. Like Grubhub in my area has, it's been stepping up lately. I'm not, my love hate relationship with Grubhub. Love their prices, don't like some of their wait times, but there's been minimum wait times to hardly any wait times this week. Good orders. I'm not saying it's, sliding into like my first or second place. I'm just saying, like, I feel like Grubhub lately in my area has been getting a little better, and it's very actually good to see. Thomas, I believe Kim could be the 100K club. With Bud Soda. Yay. Thank you, Thomas. I really appreciate it. And yeah, but you're kicking butt with a new creator out there. So keep putting out those videos. I love watching them. Jose Batista, hey Kim, love your hustle. Keep up the great work. Thank you. I really appreciate it. So Point Pack, yeah, they do have grocery shopping. I've never seen a grocery shopping order come through for for my area. So Monique, you said you had a 3 hour block yesterday for $87 on Grubhub. Is that what you had? Oh, you love Amazon Flex. That's awesome. Oh, you're welcome, Steve. It was fun. It's. I always have fun making shorts. I try to make them as a short as possible, but entertaining as well. So, um, yeah, I love making shorts. So you were right up my alley. But I think safety is so super important for what we do, just because we're out on the roads every single day, and I know it's a really something near and dear to yours and other creators' hearts. So it's definitely something to put out there and shed some light on. So, Bud, you said Instacart is the perfect background and filler app. I feel like a lot, good. Hey, great you found that is. And and I will say this about multi apping for this week is I feel like it's learning your area and what is the right combination and mix. What works in my area as my right combination and mix might not work in your area as the right combination and mix. And one thing I've learned this week is really a lot of it is trial and error and learning how each one of them works, because I had to learn this week how Amazon Flex and the downtimes and how those downtimes, can I get a Uber Eats or DoorDash order in, because in my area, and I know some of you guys were saying this. Oh, Thomas, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the sticker. I know in my area, like the orders were coming out the 20 after an hour for the grocery delivery, but then you had until the quarter of in order to pick it up. So I'm like, okay, so then I was looking for a DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub order, low miles that I knew it can take me 10-15 minutes so I can maximize the wait time, and I wasn't waiting, and I was still generating money in the times I was waiting for the Spark order, and so on and so forth. And then if I couldn't get the Spark order done that I was currently working on at 20 past the hour, I'm like, okay, well, I now have to wait until the next hour until another one comes in. That's when I actually went and multi-apped for the next hour and still try to achieve that $25 an hour before I went back and did another Spark. So it really was learning how the mix and what worked with the mix in my area. So that's another thing that I would do. Hmm. So Monique, you said no on Amazon Flex. Hey Kimberly, how are you? But so to make it a safety video, do it. You're good at shorts. You can do a short video real quick. Just do it. So Mr. Click that I was called on not wearing a mask from a customer on Uber Eats delivery leave at door. I challenged it and they banned that customers making false claims. Well, I'm glad that you worked with support on that one. Have you done any Target orders? Josh, I have not done any Target orders. Target, I don't have a Target, like I have a Target probably 10 miles away from me one way, and then another Target that's probably like 6 miles away from me. Target in my area is, I've seen them come, was it Uber Eats or DoorDash? I've been out of zone and um, we have gotten them come up. I just can't remember if it's DoorDash or Uber Eats. You guys would probably know but it was for a shop and pay. So I'm assuming maybe it was Uber Eats. Did it come through for? I can't even remember. But our Targets aren't really around me enough for me to get Target orders. But I heard around my area that they're really good with Shipped, which I'm on the waiting list for Shipped as well. But I hear they're like a lot of the orders around, and this is just from me talking to other drivers around my area, that a lot of Shipped orders have Target. So best Target dollars come from Shipped. Yeah, supposedly that's like the thing. So if I ever get onto Shipped, and once again, I'm on the wait list for Shipped. If I ever get onto Shipped, I figured I'll hang out by Target. Target is somewhat by the Walmart. So once again, DoorDash, different zone. Uber, you can go wherever. And then Grubhub, it's still in my zone. So yeah, we'll see. Well, I don't know. I hopefully I can get on the ship and we'll see about those Target orders. But I heard they're actually fantastic. So I don't know. Here's hoping. But no, I've never done a Target order before. So Target owns ships. Well, then there you go. See, I don't know that much about it until I get on it. Until I get so fingers crossed. Everybody, fingers crossed. I get on to ships. Maybe this week. I don't know. But I've been on the wait list for a ship for a while. Hey, DJ Blanca, how are you? So Miss Giggy said, you and Pedro Santiago really made me give DoorDash a royal chance. Oh, I'm so glad. You know, DoorDash, I that's how I started. I was literally only DoorDash. That's the only thing I did for a while, and I started doing it part time, and that's when I actually was in my W-2 job, and I would come home, make my family dinner, go back out, and do it part time. And then if I had time on my days off, I would go out and do DoorDash, and that's actually how I started almost 3 years ago now. Wow, I think it's been that long, almost 3 years ago now, maybe even more. I can't even remember. It's been a while, but DoorDash is something I hold. It's my beginning. It's how I even started. So DoorDash to me has its just like every other app. I feel like every app goes through this. Like you have your really good points, you have your really bad points. DoorDash for a while for me was at a low, and then all of a sudden. And Uber Eats was really good, and then all of a sudden, I feel like they reversed roles, and DoorDash is like kicks butt in my area. Like I never have to worry about not turning on DoorDash and not getting an order. And something will always pop up. Now whether it's a good order, that's remains to be seen. And I think that's the good and the bad of DoorDash. Some orders are really good, some orders are really horrible. Which that reminds me, I have a community post from yesterday that I'm gonna probably do tomorrow on an order that came through, and I'm like, "Oh, DoorDash, really? This is what you're giving me? I don't think so." No, don't shy away from DoorDash. Don't shy away from any of these. Have fun with it. Like I feel like that's the thing. Like the more you have fun with doing this, the more you're going to be successful at multi-apping, doing what you're doing, and I have fun with it. That's the only thing I say. Have fun with it. Sign up for as many apps. Have fun with it. Have learning it. Have fun learning about it. There's nothing. If you don't like it, you don't like it. You move on and you don't use the app, but you at least have it. Sanika, you said Spark. You like Spark a lot better than Shipped. Okay, it's good to know. But you know what? Who knows? If I get onto the platform, we'll put it into the mix, and I'll give you guys an honest review if I really like it or don't like it. Kim, how many apps are you doing right now, Thomas? I am doing DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, Point Pickup, Spark, uh, Instacart. I have another one that I don't know whether you consider a gig app that I don't really talk about because I don't do it very often, but it has like a lot of facility maintenance work. So I have that one. So what am I up to? Seven, eight, somewhere around there. Is that what I'm up to? I think that's what I'm up to. Seven or eight of them. And once again, if you keep adding them into your mix, they just kind of keep revolving them. And oh, I have Roti. So when am I up to eight or nine? I do have Roti. I don't do Roti very often, but I do have it in my mix of apps. The thing with Roti is a lot of Roti is based closer to like New York. I've heard one of you guys said you were in New York coming to New Jersey, but a lot of the orders are either they're picked up by me and going to like Brooklyn or Staten Island, and you have to cross bridges in order to get it, and those bridges are not cheap. They're like $14 to cross a bridge. So to me they're not very profitable in doing. So if a good Roti order comes up, I'll do it, but I haven't done many Roti orders. So I think we're up to what, eight apps? Is that what we're up to? I don't even know. So DJ, you said good, just done hustling, but today DoorDash is slow. I feel like every Tuesday, that's usually why I actually take um, Tuesdays off, is because I felt like they just weren't worth the aggravation and like the slowness behind um, going out on Tuesdays. So usually I literally dedicate family time to Tuesdays and lives on Tuesday nights. So that's usually my Tuesdays. So, Steve, you said the perk about Shift, people, you can use your personal phone number for gas points and rewards with every purchase, and you get a free delivery membership. Oh, good tip, Steve. Thank you. So Kimball, you said I'd rather do Spark going to Target shopping orders give me anxiety. I could see that. So Thomas, you said your guess was 10. I think what did I get up to 8 or 9? I think I came close. I don't know if I can get on to more. I might be able to get to 10. I think it's like 8 or 9. Yeah, I can understand that, Kimberly. How Target would give you anxiety. I can definitely understand that. I do not have GoPuff. GoPuff is the closest GoPuff was 25 minutes away from me. I looked into it. I didn't get good reviews around my area, and it really, I don't know, it just wasn't something that was like really interesting to me. But I'll look into it again. I don't know. I just wasn't crazy about it for whatever reason, but I'll look into it again. I'm sorry you don't have tolls. Yeah, so the tolls are real around here, especially going into New York City. The tunnels. Oh, I don't even know. Is anybody here from New York City with the tunnel? I don't even know what the tolls are for going to the tunnels anymore. It's been since pre-pandemic since I've been into New York City, so I don't even know what the tolls for the tunnels are anymore. But man, there's some hefty tolls going on to do a order for a roadie going from New Jersey into either Staten Island or even into Manhattan or even any one of the boroughs. So Nico, do you like the payouts on Spark? Today was the first day I actually got a payout. Or are you talking about like the actual order payouts? The orders are fantastic. They're if you're willing to open your mind to not thinking food delivery, because I feel like that's what's like embedded in our mind, especially if you come from the food delivery world. If you can open your mind to doing some of the miles that they're asking you to do, some of their payouts are like unbelievable. And yes, there are lots of incentives for new drivers for Spark. So that helped my weekend out. And I will say this, if you sign up for any one of these new apps and they're giving you incentives to work the first whatever couple days, like it's free money. Take full advantage of every single one of those offers that they offer you, because that's some good money to be leaving out on the table. So I've been impressed so far. I've done a total of I think 17 orders on Spark for the past like four-ish days, 3-ish days. So yeah, so far so good. I really can't complain on their payouts. Yeah, Steve, you're big on curry, right? You really like curry. I'll have to look into curry. I think I looked into curry, and actually maybe I'll contact you just because I actually had a couple questions on it. Thomas, I'm sorry. I was reading through like the comments. I'm like, shy, who's shy? And you're talking about me. I remember when Kim used to be shy to be live. Great job, Kim. Oh, thank you, Thomas. I'm still, I feel like live still aren't like my, I don't want to say my forte. Is that the right word to use? Like, the very first time I did a live, I was so nervous, and I'm like, I don't know, like it was a big thing for me. Talk about outside of my comfort zone, like way beyond outside my comfort zone. And um I'm like, you know what, I need to get over it. I need to get over my fear. I needed to do it for myself, to prove to myself. I'm like, okay, I can do this. I've got this. And now I feel like I'm a chatterbox and you can't shut me up. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know. You guys can be a judge of that. Oh, thank you, Kimberly. I love you guys too. Okay, so before I get through um, some of these other comments. Okay, so since I named it. I'm deeming the name Kim's Kindness Corner for Tuesdays. So, anybody want a free Kindness is Always Free t shirt? I'm going to do another giveaway. I'm so excited. So, thank you guys for being here, first of all, tonight. So, if you can, right now, go and put thumbs up in the chat. Go say hello, give it a thumbs up emoji, give it a clapping emoji, whatever emoji you want to put in there. Do it right now. We'll give it a couple of minutes and then I will give you guys away a free t shirt. Once I name the winner tonight, just make sure my email is in the description of this live. You can email me. I need your contact information, your address, and your name so that way I can send it to you. Also, your email, I'll have your email address. And then, or you can message me on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I'm on Instagram under Kim Side Money Plans. You can do that as well. So we'll be giving away a free t-shirt today. I'm so excited. Oh, and also tell me the color and size that you would like as well. And make sure everybody gets your thumbs up or an emoji in there. Okay. One last chance. Going once, going twice. Get your emoji thumbs up in there. Okay. You guys are I'm gonna scroll up. I'm gonna scroll down. I'm gonna scroll up, scroll down, and we're gonna stop. Okay. Finger is on Nico. You are my winner. I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you? Okay, that's too bright. Sorry. But Nico, you are my winner today. So make sure you email me your size. Make sure you email me your address so I can send you a free t-shirt out to you. I will get it to you as soon as you send me that information, or you can message me on Instagram, however you want to contact me. So congratulations, Nico, on winning a t-shirt. Okay. So yay. So I think that's, unless you guys have anything else. Oh, hot packs with Robert. Thank you, Robert. You're doing good. Trust me, I stutter. I'll still go live. Yeah. My very first time, I was like, oh, if you probably go back to my very first live, you're probably like, oh, why am I watching this girl? But I appreciate you guys being here with me every single Tuesday. Don't forget, if you can right now, don't forget before you leave today, I should say, give this live a thumbs up so that way it gets out to the YouTube world. Also, make sure that if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Like I said, I love being here every single week with you guys. We're here every Tuesday at 8 o'clock. So you said the totally agree. Spark has great incentives. Started Spark last weekend and made over $200. That's awesome. Oh, thank you, Steve. I've got it down. Thank you. Okay, you guys, that's it for tonight. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to join me next Tuesday again for another live. And guys, make some money this week. So if you are driving, please stay safe and healthy. Remember, kindness is always free. I love you guys, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye, everyone. Peace out.